It's the Newport This Week video podcast series. I'm Bill Bartholomew. Thanks so much for spending time with us as we discuss all kinds of things happening in our community. And there's a really important, interesting press release that I got a couple of weeks ago about, honestly, something that we've been seeing a lot of with events like Newport Film or with the World Cup, with the fan zone in Providence, where there's a large screen and people are gathering in mass. It's a third space, and it's a chance for people to uh, commingle outdoors, and oftentimes it's free. And there's another version of that idea that's coming to a place that Miantonomi Park that deserves to be more and more activated. And Taryn, I'll let you introduce yourself and set the table before we get into today's conversation.
Okay. Hi, I'm Taryn Mazza. I work at the Women's Resource Center. I'm the project manager for the Newport Health Equity Zone.
Let's discuss what a health equity zone is for anybody who doesn't know what that designation means, just in sum.
Sure. The Health Equity Zone, we've been around we just celebrated 10 years. Last year, it was originally an initiative by RIDO. Um, it, it is a means, it's a collaborative. We work a lot with organizations around Newport, a lot of great organizations, Aquidneck Island Land Trust. We work a lot with Bike Newport, Fab Newport, Newport Art House, Aquidneck Community Table, Newport Mental Health, Newport Pride. And the Newport Health Equity Zone is, in fact, a zone. It's the North End and Broadway neighborhoods. It's just a means of working together to uplift that community and make sure that everybody is getting access to everything everyone else gets access to put it simply.
Yeah. So for anybody who's not familiar, if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably pretty familiar with the geography of Newport. But we're talking about the area that, if you can picture the abandoned casino or the Newport Bridge project, we're talking about the area that's to the north of that, what would have been a commercial and residential strip and is now just sort of a dead space in the city. And the housing there, the businesses there, that's incorporated into this health equity zone. Is that a fair characterization on a general basis?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the press release that I got because this excited me for sure. And I'll just read it. Free community movie night series at Miantonomi Park. The Newport Health Equity Zone is excited to host a free outdoor movie series that I just described. It'll be in the summer and the fall. And it's part of this description I like a lot of your work to, quote, unlock the park and strengthen community connection, access, and shared use of open green spaces in this neighborhood. This will run in July, August, September, and October. We'll post those dates in the description of this video. Unlocking the park. That's what a concept, and build on that. Build on what that means to you and what that means to the community.
That's always been a huge part of our work is unlocking that park. I mean, if you've ever been to Miantonomi Park, which I'm sure you have, it's the biggest park in our city. It's got a lot of history, Revolutionary War, and it's got Indigenous history. It's also got a bit of stigma attached to it, and it's an underused park. It's a beautiful, large park. I believe Audubon said it's one of the biggest migratory flyover spots on our island. Um, we've got the tower, which is open sometimes, which hosts one of the most beautiful views of Newport that I've ever seen, really.
Oh.
But it is underutilized, and it's been difficult to get programming there for a wide variety of reasons. But again, the HES mission is civic engagement, social cohesion, and we really want to use that park. So it's been important for us to get some events. We had this opportunity to do a movie a month, and we just decided to go for it. And the new Miantonomi Park Commission was really supportive of it. They were totally awesome, all for it. We were nervous about that, but we're really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great way to kind of reintroduce people to the park that are not familiar with it in this, era, I guess.
Sure.
And just, I think it's like messaging, like, let's be in the park when there are a bunch of people in the park watching a movie and enjoying themselves. It's going to message to other people to come do that too.
Completely agree. Why is it difficult to program, or why has it been more difficult, as you say, than maybe in other places to program Miantonomi Park?
I I think there are lots of reasons. The Miantonomi Park Commission used to be a state level thing.
Hmm.
And it has just recently, with the help of um, the Aquidneck Island Land Trust and the city, made into a city commission.
Hmm.
So it will involve more, the commission will be broader. They're going to have a representative from Audubon, from the VFW, from Newport Tree and Open Space. Am I saying that right?
Yes, that's them.
I
Yep.
always mess that one up. The Tree Conservancy, they've been doing a reforesting project in there for a long time. Um, and they're really trying to get residents on boards and commissions, which is part of the HES work. That's part of what we do is in our resident engagement, we try to facilitate residents having a voice and either, doing that on a low level or getting on boards and commissions or running for city council. That's part of the HES work.
Yeah. Who decided which movies were going to be screened, or how did this come together on like a practical basis?
Well, the community essentially decided what movies we're screening. We just picked a bunch of movies and made a poll, and that's been part of our engagement that we've been doing is, putting it out so that people can vote for their movie. And it's been kind of fun to see and like a little surprising to see what is ahead and what is, really lagging. And I did leave a write-in spot, which was kind of entertaining. But yeah, we really wanted to, like, we just didn't want to come into the park and be like, hey, we're showing you this movie that we picked. We wanted the community to have a voice in that. In the end, it's all about community voice and letting people have that opportunity.
Yeah, unlocking the park, what a great initiative, and something that, let's see how this grows. Lastly here, your message to city leadership, to
Yeah.
administrators, to anybody who has a stake or say in the future of this park. What's your pitch to them to sort of get on board with this broader notion of unlocking Miantonomi Park?
I just truly think it's like the gem of our city, and I think a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't go there. Admiral Kalpfus is a huge cutoff of that neighborhood. It's busy, it's not bike friendly, it's not pedestrian friendly. It's hard for people to get over there or over here. And I just really think that it's a giant space and we can gather there. It's a great gathering space. Newport Film always hosts a movie there every summer. Last summer, it was a dream to see people in the park just hanging out, watching a movie. And then I just want to give a shout out to the city and the fire department who were there a few days ago with the truck and I want to say this correctly. Chief Donnelly told me what it was. The Breslin distributor.
What's that?
Spraying all the kids. They had
Oh,
it's
awesome.
for basement fires. So if anybody at the fire department is watching, I listened. It's for basement fires. It comes down like this and sprays water so you can put it through the floor. It's like a giant ceiling sprinkler,
Yeah.
essentially.
Wow, that's
On and over.
amazing. That's amazing that you say that, because I just so happened to be with my partner. We were at the fantastic umbrella factory over the holiday, and they've got an emu, George, the emu. and his caretaker was hosing this guy down, and he loved it. He was flopping around. We were there for like 15 minutes. And I was like, man, we should be doing that for us. I would totally do that. And you're telling me Chief Donnelly had that out there in Miantonomi Park for the kids.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
like,
I think it was
those
a
are the
last
small
minute
signals.
decision, but it was amazing. It was fun. Even I went in. It was like, it was great. I'm sure the trees in Miantonomi Park loved it too.
Yeah. Well, that's the building blocks of authentic community development. So
Yeah.
congratulations to everybody involved in that. And your work here, unlocking the park. It's an amazing park. It's
Yeah,
got
it is.
the
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Taryn, thanks so much for your time today.
Thanks, Bill.